Didn't expect it to be so emotional. I thought when I traveled to Europe to bring you stories on the one-year anniversary of Princess Diana's death that I would be a reporter. I would be basically telling you what happened. I had no idea that it would affect me so personally. But there I was at the Ritz Hotel. And remember, this is where Dodi and Diana spent their last day. And when I walked through that revolving door, how eerie it was to remember the surveillance camera shot of Princess Diana that we know so well, where she looked frightened and confused on her last day of life. I sat in the bar at the Ritz Hotel. This is where the driver of that Mercedes, Henri Paul, was drinking. And then I went to the back door, the service entrance, where Dodi and Di thought that they could make their escape. And I tried to get it on tape.
Okay, here's the Ritz. This is the back of the Ritz.
Hi. I'm not allowed to videotape. Even just to take home to the States to show, is this the back entrance? A year after the accident, the back door to the Ritz Hotel is very quiet. Just a guard station there telling people that you're not allowed to bring cameras inside to videotape. But this is the service entrance that we know so well by now. This is the back door that Dodi had planned to take Diana through so they could escape the paparazzi. And of course, that didn't happen. But this is where they got into the car and began their fateful drive toward the tunnel. My driver tells me that everybody who comes to Paris wants to go through this tunnel to see where Diana died. We're entering in now. It's the 13th stanchion, remember, the 13th pillar. Oh my gosh, someone's got it marked. Look at this. Someone has drawn a heart and a cross. They've never repaired the steel. I think about that experience for me, and I can only imagine what it must have been like for the American couple, Jack and Robin Firestone from New Jersey, who saw Diana in the tunnel that night. They were on vacation with their son, sightseeing, and right after the impact, they were there to witness the carnage. They didn't know if they would have the emotional fortitude to go back to that place, but we took them there. Talk to me just a little bit about your personal feelings of just being back in this place.
Well, I'll tell you, we really didn't expect to be back for the one-year date of Diana's tragedy.
When you ask the question, the hairs raised on my arms. It's a very dreamlike state because of what Jack said. We never had imagined that we would be coming back here at this point.
But tell me, go back into your head. Did you know right away when you saw the car that someone had lost their life?
We did not know that there was anybody in the car until just about our exiting of the tunnel. I could not get my eyes off of that car and the scene. I had said to Jack, oh my God, there's a woman in that car and she looks like she's got to be dead. It was all in seconds. So the impact of seeing something so horrible and you're feeling so horrible for seeing this and you're not understanding what you're looking at, we didn't know what we experienced.
It has haunted them every day since. And if you'll all remember with me when we first got the news, we didn't know that Diana was in such serious jeopardy. We knew she'd been injured, and we knew that Dodi was the one who was dead at the time. Do you remember exactly where you were? I do.
Well, actually, I was in bed. I was asleep. And my son called...
You're English, obviously.
I am. And my son called me from LA at 7:30 in the morning, London time, to tell me that Princess Diana was dead. And my first reaction was probably like most other people's in England. It was complete disbelief.
Think about your shock and disbelief, and then consider Jack and Robin, who did not know in the tunnel that night that what they had witnessed was the death of Princess Diana.